And welcome back to another episode of the John Wayne Surge Protector Podcast, a 60/40 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
I'm Alex Midway, and I missed all you beautiful people.
Yeah, we had to take a little breaksy poo there. We had some woodworking and, WrestleMania weekend and the hangover thereafter. But we're back now, so you're welcome.
Yeah, I had to run backwards for a field of poison ivy, so, I'm kind of injured and pretty much going out of my way to record this episode for you people. So, again, you're welcome.
And I'm overweight and my feet hurt, so real patriot?
Mm-hmm. Might not have feet, might be diabetes. You never know.
Well, let's check in on what's our stock market say today, big guy?
Well, apparently no one has been more excited about Elon Musk shutting up again than the actual stock market, because Tesla stock went from 227 last Tuesday and up to 292. This is because Elon has said he's going to step back from Doge, and most of his work was done. And he is nowhere close to the $3 trillion that he promised. People have it at about $150 billion. And it's actually going to cost the U.S. taxpayers $132. So a net savings of $18 billion.
Yeah, I saw a guy dumb it down for us. One of the media sites that you can follow us on, where he was explaining. He was like, if you took a football field and stacked it, with $20 bills, that would be $1 billion. This guy, the $2 trillion is the state of California. He was like, it's so massively underwhelming, this $150 billion. So once again, buddy, 4 simple words: promises made, promises kept.
I mean, I understand generational wealth, and I understand you might need a little bit more if you got 17 baby mamas. But, come on, man. You don't need that much cash. There's got to be a goalpost somewhere. You know what? I've won. We can restart.
Well, unfortunately, that's the thing with money and power. There is not enough. There's no set amount where you're like, I'll be okay with this. Because as soon as you even sniff that amount, you're like, no, I need more. You start itching and, it's gross. But why don't we pin in that? We'll check in on our boy Elon a little bit later on this episode. So I'd love to talk about his legion he's growing.
There was, what's it called? I forgot where I saw it, but it was one comic, and he's talking like he's watching TV. He's like, man, I saw Elon on there. He's like, and I just started thinking like a Republican from about 8 years ago. What is this African doing in charge of things?
Hey, I've said it before. If we were really great again, if Elon was going to high school with us in the mid 90s, we would have tortured him, and he would have begged to go home. just his name, we would have been merciless. It would have been bad. Then you add an accent. Then autism, which wasn't a thing back then. We didn't know. We only had one word for that.
Nerd.
Yeah, that's the one.
We're not explicit, so use your imagination.
Bill Burr was right. Should never let the nerds control the earth.
So speaking of controlling the earth, let's jump into our little Ukrainian updates here. North Korea has confirmed that, yes, they did indeed send troops to the region of Kursk to help the Russians take it back. Putin, meanwhile, is all angry about if the UN even sends in peacekeepers. Yet he's literally recruiting active military soldiers to go and fight. Yeah, makes sense.
Well, I guess this whole day one peace thing is just promises made, promises kept. Yikes.
Well, on that one, actually, Putin has agreed to a peace deal, and Trump gave him a peace deal, and you know what? Then Putin asked for even more. But the peace deal that was proposed is not that tough to make. Essentially, the one that's made, imagine if I break into your house and I start beating you up. And at a certain point, we're at a stalemate and the cops arrive. And the cop's like, whoa, we need to stop this right now. We need to do something. We're going to make an agreement. You're like, all right, let's do an agreement. And the cops come back with this agreement. They say that anything I currently have in my knapsack of yours, I get to keep. Also, you're not allowed to call your friends in the future to come defend you, and you are no longer allowed to keep bats inside your house. But I make a promise, I pinky swear to you, that I'm not coming back. Seriously this time. I broke this once, but this time I'm not coming back.
That's a pretty good analogy. The only thing I would add is, since I'm in your living room currently, this is my living room now.
I'm beating you up.
Yes.
I'm in your living room.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
So it's really more of a stand your ground thing at that point.
But you're not allowed to have weapons. That's
also correct. You know what I think's the biggest failure on all of our parts, and nobody seems to talk about it. So you probably know better than me. Not that long ago, Ukraine had nuclear capabilities, and part of joining UN, part of that was you had to get rid of them all, but that's the blanket of safety, correct?
Correct. It wasn't even joining the UN. It was essentially moving on forward. They all signed this. There was no promises made, but essentially like, yo, no, seriously, we'll be nice with you. You don't need these weapons. And Ukraine did give up a military, nuclear weapons. They gave up a lot of the same bombers that are being used right now to launch missiles at it. So yeah, we've tried this game once before.
Yep. Like I said, calling it now, 20 years or so from now, when a bunch of Ukrainians start flying planes into our buildings because we promised you safety and then left you for dead. Again, I can't wait to, start flying my American flag again and pounding my chest screaming USA and blaming Ukraine.
I got good news for you, buddy. US ain't promising anything this time around. It's like, no, Putin gets to keep everything he has. You have to give up Crimea, and you can't have weapons, and we have to denazify you. Like, does that mean the Jewish president has to get more Jewish? Like, what do you guys want, man? Like, F off.
Yeah, Vladimir Zelensky's got to change his name to Herschel Finkelstein, and just to prove it's not a Nazi. Also, we're the one Nazis are negotiating this peace deal. So
yeah, I mean, they did the study, like the what's it called? Any right-wing party, like the Nazi party in Ukraine, none of them had ever hit more than 3% in an election. I mean, every country's got Nazis. You don't have to really look that far. Just look to Florida. You'll find a couple rando wackos walk around, and this is the only time they'll wear face masks, is when they have their little armbands off and screaming about Jews taking over.
Yeah, because clearly the pandemic was absolutely a hoax, so I don't need to wear my mask. But in case this someone gets me on film and it gets back to my carpentry job, now we need the masks.
I don't want my mother to see it and raise my rent.
And so some would say cowards, but who am I?
We also have some good news. The Canadian elections ended, and it looks like the Liberals won on that one. And there's a whole story behind that, because technically for a long time they didn't really think the Liberals were going to win on this one. Let's drop this back to during COVID when Trudeau was still the president. During COVID, obviously, with things closed, no one's able to go anywhere. There's restrictions and unemployment. People are not happy about it. Yeah, it's a global pandemic, man. It's not going to be easy for you. But people are all
pandemic.
Yeah, pandemic. Fauci. Yeah. So back in December, with the economy messed up, Trudeau's talking to the finance minister, and he said he's going to replace her and move her to another position. Chrystia Freeland, who is the finance minister, said no thanks, and instead she resigned. She came out on Twix, which is technically Twitter and X, that's what we're calling it. Stole it from another show, which is outstanding. But
we found it. It's ours.
Yeah. Gonna delete that last part and claim ownership.
We discovered it.
So she came out and said, listen, Trudeau doesn't have a cojones to deal with Trump 2.0. Trudeau essentially, I guess, read the tea leaves, and he ended up stepping down. They should have had an election in October, but because he stepped down in April, they went ahead and had it just now. So Mark Carney was a guy from a liberal side, and he was a far shot because Pierre Poilievre, Poilievre, close enough. But whatever snow Mexicans call each other up there.
My copy here says his name is Hockey Puntin.
Yeah. Hockey Puntin Gretzky the Third. So essentially, they had him kind of like the Bolsonaro of the North. He was very close to Trump. He was screaming about like, "Oh, there'll be no borders, cheap taxes, blah blah blah." Like the whole like, let's promise you everything, but just don't explain how I do it. And then Trump was like, "Hey, why don't you guys become a 51st state?" Starts calling Trudeau a governor, and it's like he just disrespected. And then all the Canadians started boycotting things, and nationalism wrote. And we found out that Canadians can get angry outside of hockey games, and that's when you insult their country.
You know what? Good for Canada.
Yeah, love it.
I could not be happier for him. And as we know, sorry, it's never the guy with his chest out telling you how big and bad he is that you need to worry about. It's the quiet one. When that guy gets mad, that's when you need to worry.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if someone has to tell you how badass they are, they're not that badass. The kid's sitting in the corner all quiet, like, I got nothing to prove to any of you. Like, that's how that is.
Yeah, it's kind of like declaring yourself the greatest president of all time.
Better than Lincoln, actually, from what I've heard.
Oh, God.
It all goes back to the man's book. It's essentially like you always just say that you won. You never admit defeat. And, I mean, some people see through it. Some people think like, oh, it's second coming of Jesus. He says everything look correct. And those people are idiots.
It's pro 90s, or it's early 90s pro wrestling heel.
Yeah.
Just never admit you lost. Always have some kind of excuse. Blame somebody else.
Can we just go back to see him on TNT instead of having a nuclear suitcase at his, beck and call?
Pretty sure that was on NBC. It was network.
I think TNT had...
Either way, just let him. Mm-hmm. I heard somebody's theory that he still believes he is the host of a reality show. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense.
He did say that, his first presidency, he had to run America, and this presidency, I run America and the world. I'm like, the egomania coming out of this man. And let's get into his mindset here a little bit. So apparently died. And
Big Mac wrapper floating down just hit me on the side of the head.
So the Pope died, and it sucks because this is a cool Pope apparently. Really awesome, and hopefully we get a non-woke Pope that doesn't care about the stupid poor and it just wants to raise the profits of corporations.
Yeah, like Jesus said. Like Jesus said.
Yeah, how Jesus would. When he rode around in his belly in the countryside, calling people pores. Just hitting all the puddles he could.
We're not loving this neighbor.
I'm going to turn the other cheek when I smack your face.
Yeah.
So, when the Pope died, Trump goes out on Twix again, or I think Truth Social hit a jam. And he's like, he's very excited to attend. I don't know, man. Like, I'm never excited to attend a funeral. But apparently that's what he came out with.
Can you not think of a single funeral you wouldn't be excited to go to?
Oh, the guy who we were just talking about.
I mean, I was gonna go with what was Prince's funeral like. I would like to have seen. I think George Carlin would have had a good funeral. Norm Macdonald. Like I can see that being fun.
Yeah, like a solid Irish wake when you do a little bit more remembering than just crying your brains out would be a lot better.
Yeah, no. Nobody gives a heck about
Yeah.
the actual funeral. It's the wake.
Yeah. So he said
Ooh,
he's
do you think the
excited to
Pope had a
go
wake?
there. Hmm?
Do you think the Pope had a wake?
No.
Nerd.
Yeah. So he's excited to go there, and he decides to show up in a blue suit. They asked everybody to wear a black suit, and then he met Zelensky there, and I hope Zelensky asked him if he had a black suit.
I almost would rather him ask that to that Fox reporter that's banging what
Ducey?
is it, bad built bleach blonde.
Yeah. Got more on him, too.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, what's it called? Afterwards, our fearless leader ended up channeling his best Sleepy Joe impression and fell asleep. Like, if you just Google it, you can see him there. And I don't care what anyone says. There's multiple shots, and you can see him just passing out. Homeboy was not praying. He was drooling.
As somebody who chronically can pass out in a heartbeat if you really let me, I've been accused of falling asleep in public places where I've just closed my eyes for a half a sec, just enjoyed a nice breeze. As somebody who can fall asleep anywhere, really, that dude was asleep.
Yeah.
I know my kind.
You can see his wife looking at him and be like, what the F are you doing?
Do you think he has sleep apnea?
I think he has a lot of issues.
He has to.
I don't trust anyone who's never drank. I'm sorry. That's just me.
See, right there, that's when America was great.
Uh-huh.
That's when your grandpa would kick a guy out of the Navy because he didn't drink.
Did you? What's it called? I remember you sending me the thing like when they first said there's no more drinking and driving. Like, hey man, it's just straight up socialism. Like this is all American.
Yeah. We're in communist China. I was like, that was from 1978. It's
like,
the same exact rhetoric.
Should be able to knock down a couple tall boys and get on my F-150 and roll on home.
You know, hang out, have a nice unfiltered Camel, slam 4 or 5 beers, run over some kids.
Yeah, lungs full of coal tar from being in the mines. You know, good old days.
Yeah, when we were a real country. Oh my God, it is. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Everything they've ever accused anybody of, it's just 100% them.
Well, speaking of accusations, let's shift gears a little bit towards ActBlue. Last Thursday, Trump ordered the DOJ to look into ActBlue. And if you never heard of it, it's a platform that streamlines processing payments to Democratic causes. Now, go ahead and, well, first of all, he cited ActBlue as taking straw and dummy contributions from foreign governments and said, only I run my campaigns like that. He didn't say that last part, but I'm sure he implied it.
Yeah, you can't just take foreign money that you don't even know where it's coming from. By the way, Trump coin now available everywhere.
He's got a freaking meme coin, dude. Like, and that, like, he has crypto, and he's like, everything has to be on the books. Like, bro.
I swear on that pediatric cancer foundation we started and stole from.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, all the charities that they found out, like, dude, just siphoning cash.
This is all I know. After all that, you're weaponizing the government against us.
Yeah.
This is legitimately going after the piggy bank of like, and didn't Kamala like famously pull in like $830 million on ActBlue in like that first weekend when she got the nod?
Yeah, that's President Xi who donated.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, and as much as I hate to give him any sort of tip of the hat, I donated. And to do that, you have to go to ActBlue, right? So I've got a completely useless Madam President t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And ActBlue did then pimp my information out to everybody, and I get roughly 74 text messages a day to this day.
Yeah, I still get notifications from one time I hoard out my money to Planned Parenthood because I just like dead babies. It's the only thing Planned Parenthood does. It's no breast cancer screenings, nothing else.
Nope.
And I know it's Planned Parenthood because they misspelled my name on the first thing. And every time I see my name misspelled, I'm like, yep, I know exactly where you all got my info. So, data mining, man, it's the new currency.
I love it.
So let's shift over to something that was fun. It's I honestly thought they all got away from football when the black guys started kneeling and say, "Hey, man, can you stop shooting us in the streets?" And everyone got angry because you're not allowed to have an opinion when it disagrees with mine.
Yeah, actually, I was going to ask you about this. That was what, 2015, 16?
Yeah, they should have been gone for a long time.
Yeah, and they all said they're never watching the NFL again. But my oh my, were they definitely tuned into the draft.
Worst boycott ever. So the president essentially, like, the whole thing with Shedeur Sanders, and everyone's got their own take on it, on why he fell. Some people say some things, and some people say other.
Well, we're not those people. What's your opinion on this bad boy?
My opinion is, essentially, when you come in entitled into the meetings, it's not going to work out well. Before you're drafted, if you're wearing cleats that say New York Giants on them, it's probably not a good sign, bro. Like, first of all, you're hedging all your bets on one group, and if you then go into that interview and it came out later that Brian Dable was not very happy with that interview, like, a lot of teams will pass on you.
My personal take, and not to single out Sanders here, because a lot of them have been doing it recently. People who are going like, I'm skipping the combine. I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's a job interview. Okay? If you want a job here, this is the part that you fill out that application, buddy.
Yeah. Like, you've already played for God knows how many years. What's one more practice?
Yeah, and if you're terrified of ripping or tearing something, just trying to show how good you are, but you're not terrified of doing that in a game,
yeah,
there's no way. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Shorts and no shoulder pad season shouldn't be where you tear your ACL for the sixth time.
Yeah, I absolutely hate this new phenomenon of I'm going to be number one or I'm going to be top 5. I'm not doing this.
Yeah. You guys need me more than I need you. Yeah. No, we don't, buddy.
Yeah. Also, when you show up to these interviews, the ones you go to, and you're wearing a chain that costs more than the coaching staff's cars combined, that it raises some legitimate questions, you know?
I mean, the whole thing is like, you know what? You fell. It sucks. Even Baker Mayfield, he fell as well. But right now, he got himself a contract in Tampa Bay. He also went to the Browns. And the Browns were like, oh, no, we're moving on. We're getting this guy. Checks notes. Oh, Deshaun Watson. So you're not in a very good spot, but now you have a chance to prove everybody wrong. Because from what I've heard, he's actually good as a passer. He's decent as a quarterback. But, like, it's the personality that's a turnoff. Fine. Now you got drafted. Go out in the field, give some game tape, and just like a guy in Kansas City who runs over civilians, they'll give you a job too, regardless of what you do in the offseason, homie.
And the other issue clearly is Daddy Dion and all the eyes on you, and he doesn't care. Dion does not care what he says. And he's got a big megaphone on him at all times. It's just anything he says, people tune into. It's anything goes wrong there, it just gets amplified and magnified. I get it. Mm-hmm. It sucks. I was hoping he was going to fall a couple more times to my team, but did not work out that way.
No. But on the bright side, the reason he got drafted apparently was because of President Trump. As I mentioned earlier, our boy, well, first of all, President Trump comes out there. He does a tweet or retruths it, whatever he does. He puts it up on social media. And he's like, it is a shame that he hasn't been drafted. Something, something. I know football. I'm better than you. And blah, blah, blah. The owners are stupid. And then he later on got drafted. So at the White House presser, where we should be asking about, hey, man, why are all the car prices going up 25%? Our boy Peter Ducey comes out of a hard hitter. He goes, hey, what happened? Do you think that the president tweeting or posting got him drafted? And so City Miles Levitt comes back with this wonderful response. All I will say is the president put out a statement, and a few rounds later he was drafted. So I think the facts speak for themselves now, Peter. Well, let's go ahead and look at exactly how many rounds later this all happened. That statement he tweeted before the Browns' 33rd pick.
Second round for those paying attention.
Huh?
Second round for those paying attention.
Yeah. Then they had a 36th pick. Then they had a 67th pick. Then they had the 94th pick, and they took a quarterback out of Oregon. Then they had a pick 126. We're now in the 5th round. So we go from second round to the 5th round, and then in pick 144 is when they finally drafted Sanders. And did you see the faces of the GM and the head coach? The excitement in that room, the electricity.
They know what they did.
It's like watching a family member board a flight thanks to ICE going to El Salvador. It was that kind of intensity.
Well, it's clearly President Trump said, this is nonsense. Somebody, a talent like this, and the kid's talented. Like I said, I wanted him third round, but I wanted him.
Yeah.
But he truthed it, and then it only took full 24 hours and 111 picks to get there. But promises made, promises kept.
Yeah. The facts speak for themselves, Peter.
Yikes. Well, good luck, Schrader. I am pulling for you. I do think you're going to get a shot, probably next year.
Yeah.
And can't wait to get you on a really nice second contract before you hold my team up for hundreds of millions of dollars.
All guaranteed.
All right. Let's see. Ooh, in brainworm news. Former heroin junkie and brainworm aficionado RFK announced he's starting an autism database with the goal of finding out the root of autism by September. Because, as you know, the most accurate scientific breakthroughs are often done on a timeline.
Yeah. Well, when you build a database and you make them wear numbers, it should really speed up the process. So the end game, some might say a final solution.
Well, I don't think they're just doing numbers. I mean, Trump's pretty fancy. He'll probably dress it up, put a little star or something on it, maybe.
Yeah. Different colored stars, yes.
Finding a cause to the problem that fits your narrative can be a little hard with the information available. So your favorite bear mutilator has decided it's cool to dip into your private healthcare records because F your privacy.
You thought the 23andMe bankruptcy was a big deal. Wait till the government dips its toe in the sand.
Yeah, this whole time I was terrified of BlackRock. Boy, oh boy. Turns out the junkie kid of a dead senator can really screw you just as badly.
Crack Rock is coming to the table. Like, why did to see all your records?
So, after that, it seemed like a pretty busy day at the office, but RFK had enough energy in him to do one last thing. Was he going to rest on his achievements of the day? Hell no. Old brainworm still had the endurance left to take a hot, steaming dump over the growing autistic population he is starting the database for.
It'd be awkward when one of your big coworkers, your biggest coworker, is an autistic man.
It's well, we'll get to that one. So he came out and said, these are the kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem. They'll never go on a date. Many of them will never use a toilet unassisted. which I find stupendous. Because aside from being clearly wrong, they're all working under Elon, who is autistic. So, personally, I believe this could be just the ramblings of an old junkie, or could this be the super smart 3D chess we keep hearing about, that he's letting the nation know Elon Musk cannot use a toilet unassisted?
Well, first of all, it's 4D chess. He plays in another dimension because DMT. And I do like the fact that when he started listing off a child's accomplishments, he's like, I can never give money to the government that we have no intention of giving back to them, and we'll just hand to the rich people and hope they peed on the poor like they should. Like, when you look at a brand new child, I'm sure my parents, when they had me, they're like, I can't wait till the little guy gets his first 1099 and has to give the government some of his cash. Like, that's not what you expect for a kid.
As a father, the kid's grown, but I definitely looked at little 4-year-old him and just said, I cannot wait to get you in that coal mine.
My little canary, off you go.
That being said, I am almost positive my father looked at me at 5 years old and was like, he ain't going to college.
Like, sweet, I've got midlife crisis car money.
This kid's got tops half a year at a community college. It's $4,000. I'm out. We're done. This savings is over.
So, in honor of our fearless leader, Elon, going back to Tesla and hopefully shutting his mouth, over under 2 weeks before he pipes up again, this episode's going to have a special fan art for you, OG Elon, which you've probably seen by now, and you were wondering, what's the reason? Well, now you know.
Yep. Before all that gender-affirming surgeries he's had to kind of just look almost average. That was that dork.
So, always follow your dreams, and if you get billions of dollars, you can bag 17 women. Or men. I don't care.
No, or take out ads asking you to join a harem because he needs a legion.
That's
I cannot wait. I want to have a kid just so it beats up one of the Elon kids.
Just bully Elon, baby.
I'm going to hold that young child of mine and look him in the eyes and go, you're going to undo the wrongs of us. This whole time we were trying to be cool and coexist. It'll be you.
Perfect. Well, we just got, middle school's 12, 14 years?
14 years.
There we go.
That'll get you to 8th grade. That'll get you 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade's right around that violence time. Yeah.
By then, we should melt the ice cap, so it would be a little bit smaller ground to fight on. So, might be water polo. Might want to get your kids good at water polo.
A real man's sport.
So, I'm Alex Midway.
I'm Eric Halsey.
Daddy, chill.
Later, Gators.